right, so not only have we seen the market just really kind of exploding, guys, based on a few reasons. If you guys didn't catch this morning's video, I do suggest you watch it. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner for your convenience. Well, Brad Garlinghouse has also come out saying, stablecoins are exploding globally for their real-world applications. The sheer amount of recent announcements across crypto, fintech, and traditional finance should indicate as such. We've been getting a lot of positive news in the space, especially for crypto. The crypto and digital asset industry is really rocking, and now we're seeing Bitcoin price above $100,000 again. This has also obviously affected XRP price. As of the time of this recording, wow, one XRP is now going for about $2.42. So a far cry from where it was only 2 days ago in and around $2.12, $2.13. And it shouldn't be of any surprise to you, really. I mean, here's what we know so far. Brad Garlinghouse commenting, the sooner, though, the U.S. can work passable, clear rules, the faster it reaps the benefits of this technology. So this is just part of those pain points that we've been seeing. Okay, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, he did tweet this out originally. For stablecoins and other digital assets to thrive globally, the world needs American leadership. The Senate missed an opportunity to provide that leadership today by failing to advance the Genius Act. So the Genius Act is a bill that has yet to be approved in its current formation. Democrats are having a hard time agreeing with Republicans on the matter, even though it's a bipartisan issue. The bill represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity to expand dollar dominance and U.S. influence in financial innovation. Without it, stablecoins will be subject to a patchwork of state regulations instead of a streamlined federal framework that is more conducive to growth and competitiveness. The world is watching while American lawmakers twiddle their thumbs. That's been the case for the last 4 years. Senators who voted to stonewall U.S. ingenuity today face a simple choice: either step up and lead or watch digital asset innovation move offshore. So that is now where we stand. Brad Garlinghouse obviously supporting this statement by saying, we do need this innovation to occur now because we cannot be left behind. And I mean, as you guys know, Ripple does have the RLUSD, and part of what Brad Garlinghouse, I'm sure, is gunning for is for RLUSD, Ripple's US-denominated stablecoin, to gain some dominance in the market. So the goal for the RLUSD is to be in the top 5 by the end of the year. And Brad Garlinghouse did say this back in March of 2025, so just March of this year. This courtesy of XRP Crow here on Twitter. So here we go, guys. We are getting there. I think Hester Peirce, though, could be onto something positive. I'm thinking about a potential exemption from registration that would allow firms to use distributed ledger technology to issue, trade, and settle securities. So maybe DLT firms, they could be exempt from SEC registration if, in fact, they are using DLT to issue, trade, and settle securities. You know how big this would be? So she did just propose a paper here, a Creative and Cooperative Balancing Act, just posted yesterday, again, 589, May the 5th, 2025. An interesting day here, an interesting day yesterday, Thursday, May the 8th, 2025. So she does post down here, where was it here, where she talks about the markets. Let me just find that. Okay, the contemplated exemption would be conditional. Okay, exempted entities would comply with market integrity conditions for the prevention of fraud and manipulation. Or no, sorry, let me go up one paragraph above here. The SEC's Crypto Task Force, informed by a February request for comment, is considering a potential exemptive order that would allow firms to use DLT, okay? So firms would be allowed to use DLT to issue, trade, and settle securities. So essentially what that means is companies like Hidden Road, for example, could use the XRP ledger to issue, trade, and settle securities that would be the traditionally registered, what am I thinking, product or investment with the SEC, but you don't actually need to register the, let's say, XRP that would be used to make these trades possible, to issue, to trade, and to settle over DLT, which is what Ripple uses. So that's just an example that I'm coming up with. This potential conditional exemption from certain SEC registration requirements and associated rules would allow firms to use innovative trading systems for eligible tokenized securities. Firms seeking to operate an automated market-making system for tokenized securities, for example, may face challenges in complying with SEC regulation. SEC's regulation national market system. Such systems, their operators or persons interacting with them also may have to register as a broker-dealer, so she does give some caveats here, clearing agency, or an exchange. Because only a small number of securities have been tokenized to date, firms may not be willing to devote resources to identify and address the regulatory barriers to trade and settle them. Companies may be hesitant to issue tokenized securities because only a limited number of venues can trade such securities. Exemptive relief could help resolve this chicken and egg problem. It would afford the SEC time to develop and adopt durable adaptations to its existing rules to accommodate DLT technology. So an interesting concept here. I think that would definitely be a step in the right direction. I'm sure, of course, people in the XRP community giving it a thumbs up, like Tony Edward and Kenny Million. I agree, guys. I think this could be, it definitely would be a step in the right direction, and it definitely would give companies like Ripple and people, I think more importantly, companies that Ripple is associated with, like Hidden Road is a big one, Ondi Finance, Archax, those types of companies, a leg up if they do want to issue, trade, and settle securities in the United States. They would not have to go through the registration process using the XRP ledger. So that is big. Wanted to thank Hester Purse for posting that. Guys, we're seeing some other Ripple partners making some moves like dLocal. They just partnered with PayPal to expand access to local payments across emerging markets. So dLocal, of course, a Ripple partner, and they're going to be leveraging PayPal enterprise payments. Together, they're going to now easily accept cards and process local and alternative payment methods across Latin America, the EMEA region, and the APAC markets without needing to establish local entities. dLocal's platform will handle both B2B and B2C payment flows, so business to business and business to customer, making it easy for businesses to connect with local customers and suppliers. As a result, merchants will gain access to a number of potential benefits, including some of those benefits would be access to new global customers, to lessen lessen tech debt and complexity, increased authorization rates, and one source of truth. So really kind of streamlining the complexities there with Ripple partner dLocal partnering up with PayPal. And, I could see how this would be beneficial, making it so that, these customers in these regions do have access, and not just customers, it's for businesses as well, do have access to these easy, fast, efficient, streamlined payments across the globe, because these are for cross-border payments. So merchants in countries, right now it's very cumbersome, and I mean it's changing slowly but surely. But right now, or at least 10 years ago, it was very cumbersome for them to do business. Even though there were many other options available to them, even credit cards are costly, right? For small businesses, for them to process credit card transactions, or historically it has been that way, it costs a lot of money. So they encourage you to pay with debit or cash in some cases. And I'm sure you guys will probably run into that type of situation where they try to encourage you not to pay with credit card. And so here we have a brand new mousetrap, better technology running on RippleNet. And now Ripple partner dLocal is partnering with PayPal to do just that. So great news there. Also wanted to mention this, guys. Tonic achieved some record growth and innovation as they have reached the new milestone with Finastra's Essence software. Finastra here is the big Ripple partner, and now we have Tonic, a leading neobank in the Philippines. They've continued to set new benchmarks in digital banking with rapid growth, of course, powered by Finastra's Essence core banking solution running on Ripple, with a vision to drive financial inclusion in Southeast Asia, where over 70% of the population remains unbanked or underbanked. Tonic has leveraged Finastra's cloud-native capabilities to scale efficiently and deliver seamless, secure banking services. Since its launch in 2021, Tonic reports it has dispersed over 1 million cumulative loans, expanded a loan portfolio by 7 times in the past 2 years, and reduced unit operational service costs 5-fold. So that's grown significantly. Recently, Tonic's partnership with Ripple partner Finastra has deepened through dedicated agile streams, engagement across functional, operational, and architectural capabilities. This collaboration has enabled Tonic to deliver a modern, transparent, and seamless digital banking experience, setting new standards for financial services in the region. Not only are they taking cross-border payments by storm, Tonic is also at the forefront of AI-powered banking in the Philippines, pioneering innovations that aim to enhance customer engagement, streamline processes, and provide security, supported by Ripple partner Finastra's Essence.